Hello, good morning. It is Monday. It is a beautiful new week. Look at this weather. It's like amazing. Perfect for going for a walk later on. I hope I still get to do this while the sun is out. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful. Well, it is beautiful while we're trying to do social distancing and isolate ourselves as much as possible. I talked about this briefly at the end of last week's vlog, so I'm not going to repeat it right now. Please excuse my really dark circles. I barely slept. I fell asleep reading, and well, you know how that is. Probably. I'm assuming you know how it is to fall asleep reading and just sucking at life. I don't know. Is this weird lighting? I don't know. All right, so the first thing I did waking up today was rearranging my TBR because I have sucked at my reading plans so much during the last couple of weeks. I really desperately need to get back on track, but I am afraid I won't be able to do it as much as I would like to, but let's try to stick to the TBR that I've set for this week, so that for once I'm promising something in the beginning of a video that I'm actually keeping. So I want to talk about these books this week. For a readathon, well, not a readathon, for a group read last month, was it the Books and Jam, I believe. Snowflower and the Secret Fan was read, and I didn't do it, and I still want to catch up doing this. I don't know much about this, but I know that Lisa C. has written other books that are really high on my TBR, and I wanted to take that opportunity when the group was reading it. So now I am trying to avoid spoilers and not going into the group to read what their thoughts are, and I really want to catch up. Then I want to finish Harley in the Sky, which came out a couple of days ago, and I have started this arc just like a few pages in. I actually had a really good start into it. I was reading it quite quickly, but then I had other priorities that I needed to read first, and now it's just lying here, and we need to change that. Then the next book that I want to read is These Rebel Waves. I'm reading this together with Elisa. Oh, why is this so sparkly? Is this... Am I spreading sparkles, or is this the book? It's probably me. So I want to read 40 pages a day. I'm probably not going to finish it, but I want to read 40 pages a day so I can keep you updated about my thoughts. Then I have 3 books that are all traveling books, and if you don't know what that is, watch one of my my last vlogs. It's a group on Goodreads where we send around books and put comments in it, and by the end you have like 10 people commenting, and it's sometimes like a full-on conversation. So I've been trying to get into the Rook for 2 weeks now, I believe. I've been trying to finish it for 2 weeks as well, but I have been having such a hard time to get into it, and I'm giving it another 50 pages, and if I'm not into it by then, I will DNF this. It's about this lady who wakes up with amnesia and gets letters from herself, pretty much telling her that she has superpowers and that people are trying to kill her. Prompt sounds interesting enough. I'm just having a hard time getting into it for no valid reason. Then I want to read, I have to read the traveling book Flame in the Mist. I actually really enjoy this cover. I have the other cover as well, but I do prefer this one. This is so beautiful. I love this like color, this like tealy color, and then the, oh look, actually, oh no, I didn't, oh yeah, look how this matches the aesthetics here. Bam! These aesthetics match so well. See, I have to read it. It is a traveling book as well. Let me see how many people have already read this. 2 people before me have read it and have commented, and I love this concept. There's not a lot of comments in here though, I think. Nice. Some Chinese. Well, that's helping. I can't speak Chinese. There really is not a lot of comments in here. I'm gonna have to change that, I guess. And then last but not least, I want to read 40 pages of Dark Dawn a day. I remember God's Grave being so freaking slow for no real reason. I just, like, it took me forever to read God's Grave. And this is a traveling book as well. I need to finish all these traveling books by March 27th, I believe. So they need to be read. And I'm really looking forward to to Dark Dawn as well. I'm hoping there's a few more comments because I love this concept, but in the Rook, I'm the first. Yeah, this is what it looks like here. I love this concept. So 40 pages in this a day. So let's start out this Monday by doing 40 pages in these Rebel Waves. And 40 pages in Dark Dawn, and then get to our 50 pages in the Rook and decide if we want to DNF or not. Yeah, so I had to change quite a few things on my TBR, on my monthly TBR. Winter and Red Sister are being moved to April because Jen also doesn't really have time in March to read it. And I have bumped my digital content off, and I have bumped Illumine and Heart of Flames. I don't know if I'm going to get to them. If my reading continues like it does right now, I will not. But I really, really want to get to both, so I'm going to have to pick up my pace. All right, so having said that, let's take those three. I'm still stunned by how Flame in the Mist matches this aesthetic. I'm just gonna leave it there, I believe. Let me see if I can incorporate. Let me see if I can incorporate the book into this setup. Yep, let's just do that. Why not? So let's put these two back into my shelf because I'm not getting to them yet, but let's take these three to the couch. Then, just when I started filming, this baby came, and let me just change the setup and then we're gonna unbox this. So the boutique box is a Korean beauty box that costs me around 30 euros. So what I really like about them products is that they usually come in full sizes. The first thing that I'm grabbing is quite big. I've seen this brand before. I think they gave me a hand lotion, but I haven't used it yet. Because I have so much stuff, and I actually have a hand lotion that is amazing, and I don't necessarily need one. But this is a Gold Milk Body Scrub. This costs $18.99. It's a goat milk scrub. Oh, it smells really nice. It smells lotiony. Then we have Healing Tea Garden Green Tea Cleansing Water. Didn't we just receive one? Is this from the Bomi box or is this from the Boutique box? Are we getting the same thing? And this one, I don't need that much cleansing water. Then next, and this is supposed to be $4, and this is a coconut lip mask. I do like lip masks, so I do like this product already. And yes, it has the lip applicator kind of thingamajig, which I do like as well. It smells a little bit like coconut, but not too much, which I appreciate. We have a mask. We always have a mask. This is an eye mask, an eye warmer. Okay, I have not had that before. Then we have Bird's Nest Blooming Collagen Tox Sleeping Water Pack. This is supposed to be $18. So you put this on before you go to bed. And then you wash it off in the morning. I do enjoy sleeping masks. This is, I don't know if you can see this. Probably not. It has like these yellow dots in it. Yeah, you can see it here. So yeah, and this is supposed to be $18. If I would pay $18 for it, I would have to see after using it how I like it. And then the accessory of the month is this hair clip set, and this is supposed to be $8, but I simply do not believe that. It doesn't look like, it looks like rather the cheap ones that I get off of Wish or similar sites. They're pretty, I like them, but $8, no, never. Oops, can you actually see them? I like them. If you want to get a subscription with 9 masks a month, use the code TryMaskMaven for 15% off on your first month. Well, if I have a discount code for your first boutique box, I will put it down in the description box. All right, so let's get to work, and then as soon as I can take a little break, let's start reading these Rebel Waves and get to the end of our 40 pages a day. It's just, I think, chapter 2 that I need to read to reach my daily goals. So it should be possible, right? So I'm on a little break, made myself some chicken curry. It's a full bowl, but I will probably eat a third of it, and the rest goes into the fridge. But it's like chicken and some curry spices and some sugar peas, and I love sugar peas, so I'm hoping to get my protein in. I still look like shit because I haven't slept enough. It looks like I have dragged makeup or something, but no, that's me not having slept enough. I have a feeling that I won't get enough time to take a break at reading, so I will just eat and then go hop onto a call, and then hopefully soon after the call, I can stop working for today and get some reading done and not fall asleep. That's the plan. So finally, I'm 2 chapters in. I'm starting to get a little bit of a grip on the story. It's still too much change for me and too much world building happening for me right now to really be into the story, but I'm starting to understand the main players, which is going to be a good base to actually get into the book. Towards the end of chapter 1 and chapter 2, I was getting more and more into it, and my reading got more fluid. So I'm hoping that going into chapter 3, we're now at a point where it's going to build on that, and I don't feel so confused anymore. This can be a nice book, but this is still completely open. The verdict can go either way so far. So yeah, let's see where this goes. And I couldn't tell you what it's about yet because, well, I don't get it yet. So let's wait and see. So I look completely... That's what you get for lying on the couch for a while and reading. So I read 3 chapters in Dark Dawn, and I am really happy I'm back in this world. It took me no time to get back into it. It feels a little bit easier than God's Grave right now. It feels like it flows a little bit more, and I'm progressing a little bit quicker. Although I think I need like 30 minutes for 20 pages roughly. yeah, so I'm like a couple of pages short in Dark Dawn. I haven't been reading the Rook as I wanted to. As per my schedule, if I want to stay on track, I would have to read 120 pages today. I only wanted to read 50 to determine if I want a DNF or not, and I read none. So, what am I even doing? All right, but I am falling asleep. I want to push it tomorrow, but yeah, with my last night's non-existing sleep, pretty much, or little sleep that I got, and my rhythm completely being off, and me falling asleep like crazy right now, I think the best thing to do is to just go to sleep and push it to tomorrow. I do have to say, with these Rebel Waves and Dark Dawn, I am fully back in reading mode, and I have high hopes to actually complete at least 80% of my plans for this week. So fingers crossed. Hello, it is Tuesday, and today after work I took a couple of hours to sort through clothes. I had these two big bags that you can see here with like old clothes in my room, and they're like size S to XXL, just things that haven't been fitting for the last couple of years. Some things go back to like me being 18, and I just went through them and was able to reduce it to one bag that is still not fitting. I've sorted some out that I definitely don't want to keep, but there's a lot of clothes that start fitting again, and that's just an incredible feeling. So one thing is, for example, this piece right here, and I am in love with being able to wear it again. I think I didn't even wear it much when I got it, because once I got it, quite soon after, I didn't fit into it anymore. So I think this is my new favorite right now, just because I'm able to wear it. I just read chapter 3 in these Rebel Waves, and I have to say I'm getting more and more into it. So it is getting a lot easier. The whole chapter was about one person, well, focusing on one person. It introduced 2 more people, but it felt like they're side characters, and now I have more time to getting to know them, and that was good. That was great. So I felt really connected to this main character, of which I believe we have 3, and I'm starting to understand the whole like world. So I feel like it's getting better. So really excited about that. I still want to read one more chapter in that, but first I'm gonna put on some laundry, because all the stuff, see, this is another pile of clothes that started fitting again, and I want to put them into the laundry. And then let's open up the fairy loots, because they don't have to wait. You see this in the back there? Okay, let's see. This is what it looks like. It still has the worms, so I wasn't that careful to get it all out. So this is January, the Moon and Stars theme. Okay, so the first item is Starry Fairy Lights. Oh, they're little stars. Then we have metal paper clips. Oh, that's cute. They are stars on one side and then a moon on the other side. So these are cute. They're probably gonna go into one of my giveaways. Then we have My Little Moon trinket dish. That's cute. For people who love moons, that's awesome. Is it purple? Is it green? Is it gold? So this is a moon phases necklace. Can you see this? It's a silver necklace that looks a little cheap, but you can replace that. A cute trinket that actually looks quite solid. It's not like the most impressive quality, but it's not bad either. And then this must be the dragon keychain. keychain. Oh my god. This is with glow in the dark effect. That is really cute. Look at this. Can you see this? This is super cute. And this is inspired by Even the Darkest Stars by Heather Fouquet. Then I think this is not inspired again. What does it say? Oh look, the back is really cute. I like the back. With freedom, books, flowers, and the moon, who could not be happy, by Oscar Wilde. I like this design. I'm not a big fan of this like nylon-y polyester feel on like pillowcases, but I'll consider keeping this. And then we have a notebook that I believe is Illuminae inspired. Yeah, it says so as well. You have me until the last star in the galaxy dies. You have me. All glittery. It's a simple notebook. So that goes into my giveaway as well. Then we have the 2 tarot cards. And with these, I want to ask the question of the week. If you don't know what the question of the week is, it's pretty much a question that you can answer in my vlog, and that gives you an entry into my giveaways. And there might be a time where only the people who have entered answered all my weekly questions will be eligible to win. You will get the details in my giveaway videos, but answer this question down in the comments, and either way you will have an entry. So my question would be if you would like for me to give away something like these collectible items in a bunch. So I have probably, since they started, I have all the tarot cards. Should I just give them away in a bunch, or should I sprinkle them across my giveaways? Or should I, what do you think? Should I try and sell them? I don't know if people collect these really. And I would like to make some money back from the investment that I'm making with these boxes, because I pay quite a lot of money to get all these boxes. And I wouldn't mind getting a little bit of money back too, so I can afford it more. What do you think? What should I do with these kind of collectible items from boxes? Okay, the book of the month of January with the theme Moon and Stars is Woven in Moonlight. Look, this is a pretty cover, isn't it? It's different. Boring. Oh, look, there's a little moon. Can you see the moon? I like that. It's not as boring as I thought it would be. Oh, and look at this. Inside the death jacket, there's a little picture. So with the book, and I'll tell you more about the book in a second, we also have a letter from the author. We have some stickers. There's a bookmark that goes along with the monthly theme, and then there's the fairy scoop. It's like a 2-page thingamajig, and it usually also shows the exclusive cover. And the original seems to be, the standard edition seems to be dark, and we have a light edition. That's pretty. Our featured book is Woven in Moonlight. It's a lush tapestry of magic, romance, and revolution, drawing inspiration from Bolivian politics and history. That doesn't really make me excited about the book yet. That says nothing. Have you read this? Are you interested in reading this? If there's anything you can tell me about this book, put it down in the comments, please. So, let's open the second one. And it is the February one, and the theme is rule breakers. This topic I already like. So we have a serpent and dove mug. I do prefer the ones with the edge on top a little bit more, but this is still kind of boring to me. So this is serpent and dove inspired, and it will go into my giveaways. I have to say the packaging is incredible. So then we have One Does Not Simply Walk into Mordor. It's a luggage tag. I'm looking for a really nice luggage tag but this does not really represent me as much, so this is not for me. Oh, what is this? It's a foiled scarf. Oh, I might be here for this. Look at this. Oh, this is beautiful, and this feels really soft. Like, this is amazing. It is see-through. I don't know if you can see it, that it's see-through, but this is amazing. I'm not sure if it really like works for me. Like the dark and the gold might not really work for me. I might become a scarf person, who knows. With the weight loss surgery, I'm starting to feel a little bit more cold, so maybe I'm a scarf person going forward. And then we have Strawberry Prosecco Malachias, which is Wicked Saints, a lip balm. I'm not always a big fan of the lip balms that we're getting, because I feel like I'm not 100% sure if it's actually good for my lips or if it's just a gimmick. It smells really good though. So the book of the month. What's the book? The book is The Shadow Between Us. Decadent and Wickedly Addictive. Okay. I like this. That's nice. And we have an inside. Our featured book of the month is The Shadows Between Us. It's a swoon-worthy Slytherin romance. Okay. Where the characters have unapologetically questionable morals. Okay. Hello, it is Wednesday. The weather is just amazing. I'm kind of jealous, to be honest, seeing quite a few of my friends being outside in parks, driving around, and I'm pretty much working all day, so definitely jealous, because I mean, look at this, it's just wonderful. I'm just stepping into the store to get a few essentials. I feel like life is just normal here. I feel like it shouldn't be with all the restrictions that are going on, but life is completely normal. It's like, it doesn't feel like there are any restrictions. So let's see if there's anything that feels off here. When I came back from shopping, the mail was here. So the Teen Pro is here, and I am actually really glad that it arrived, because look at the address label. Like, I'm spending £24 a month, and then with shipping it gets to £33 a month, which is actually kind of high for a tea box. So this month is matcha. Never too matcha. So they're talking about the matcha ceremony. You can see how it's being processed, matcha grades. So I am on the fence with matcha. Sometimes I love matcha, and sometimes I'm just like, ugh. My preferred type of drinking matcha is in a matcha latte, cold, but like with a sweet taste to it. So, oh, is this just like one pack of tea? Yeah. So usually we have like 4 packs of tea. Here we have the ceremonial stone ground matcha, 30 grams of it. And we have the equipment to prepare a matcha properly. And this is actually a really nice bowl. I like it. And then we have this thingamajig and this thing. Good morning. It is Thursday, and it is promising to be a wonderful day. Oh, that's still hot. I made myself a matcha latte with a matcha that I got yesterday. Hoping this is good. The first taste that I had tastes milky, sweet, good. So this might be good. Last night also our chancellor spoke to our country, pretty much saying keep your ass at home, or we might have a total lockdown in a couple of days. She said it much more friendly, but that's pretty much the gist of it. And it's kind of weird to see. I feel like it's either people being overcautious and super panicky, or people are not cautious at all. And they're like, yeah, nah, whatever. So I'm seeing us being on total lockdown soon, but that means I have to get my garden and look at this mess. This just looks ridiculous, and maybe that gives me some motivation to get this cleaned up and set up nicely. So I've gotten ready for a reading night because I need to catch up on all the things that I wanted to read this week. And it's Friday evening, and I have been procrastinating by doing nothing. But now I'm in full-on reading mode. A couple of people from the German Goodreads group that I keep referring to are doing a reading night, kind of a hashtag we stay home anyways thing. Having some reading sprints is actually helping me concentrating on this. So I'm in chapter 5. I'm done with chapter 5. I'm in chapter 6. And I think this is a book that I should love. It has a lot of political complexity. It has interesting characters, and it has a character that seems to be kind of a cocky Spike-like character. And I have been looking for a book that has a character that is similar to Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, that has the same kind of feel. I'm not looking for like the broody romance type that people fall in love with, like Angel. I want the cocky, funny, self-involved, and still kind of just, I don't know how to explain it, but if you've watched Buffy, and especially the first seasons with Spike before he gets turned into this love puppy, that's the type of character that I'm looking for. So if you have a good recommendation of a book that has that type of character, please let me know. And it seems like one of the characters in here could be that type of character. So I'm excited. Hello, it is Sunday, and I have been reading quite for some time, last night, and I have big plans for this weekend. Oh, it's Saturday. I feel like it's Sunday because I had Thursday and Friday off, so that kind of messed with my feeling of time, I guess. But I also have huge plans to kind of keep up with my plans for the week. I really need to start doing that more. And I am sprinting all day. There's quite a few readathons going on, like quarantine readathons or something like this, a We Stay Home readathon. And I am in a Goodreads WhatsApp group with the girls from, well, I think it's not only girls, but mostly girls from Goodreads that want to do like a reading weekend. And then there's the 24 and 48 that I'm posting on Twitter about my progress. I've looked into possibly taking part in a few other readathons, but I was getting too much, and there's like so many right now. I feel like everybody's doing a readathon this weekend. So first off, I want to make big progress in Dark Dawn. And then I am getting back into these Rebel Waves. Then I want to start and finish the Rook. And then I have for tomorrow these three. So Harley in the Sky, Snowflower in the Secret Fan, and Flame in the Mist that I want to read. So this is kind of my weekend. I know that I won't be able to do everything, but I will just try and get as much done as possible. I am in a reading mood, but I still have to force myself. So I'm sprinting right now, and I just got to this page that is so... We only have 3 people who have written in this book yet, and it's already so covered in notes. Imagine what this page looks like after 10 people have read it. Amazeballs. All right, I'm in the middle of a sprint and I'm getting distracted by talking to you, so let's get back to reading. So I am on track with these Rebel Waves. I'm on page 280 and I'm really enjoying it. I like the development of the characters and how they are flawed and learning, and they're sassy and snarky, and but still open to learning and developing, and that is a lot of fun. So now I still have to read the Rook, and I want to finish this today, and I want to read around 100 pages in Harley in the Sky. So that would be the plan for today, which I'm probably not going to be able to make with like the 40% of Dark Dawn, but I'm going to mix it up a little so that I make the most progress possible. I'm trying to read, but my son is making the weirdest noises while playing games. Of course, when I turn on the video, he stops. So, no proof. But like, this is really distracting me, like, big time. I'm still having a hard time getting into this book too. Maybe I'm just looking for an excuse to procrastinate or something. I wanted to finish this today. I mean, look at this. On another note, I'm back on track with these Rebel Waves. I have read 60% of my like targeted reading plan for this weekend in Dark Dawn. I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and I want to start Harley in the Sky tonight, and I don't have that much more time tonight, to be honest, but yeah, let's see what happens with this one. Good morning, it's a wonderful day, and I am gonna go out for a walk right now. I don't know if I talked about the Rook. I finished it last night and I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. I'm a little bit disappointed, to be honest. I think the storyline is super interesting, and I would have loved this book if it wasn't for the writing style. Well, not like how the sentences were written, more of like the style choices that the author made. The author used... So I don't know if I told you this week what this is about. Let's start with this. So the Rook is about this woman who kind of wakes up in a body with amnesia, and she finds a letter addressed to her, pretty much telling her that she is in mortal danger and that she has superpowers. Now, it is getting kind of interesting with like secret society, kind of very British. I feel like it's an... what is it called? MI7, but for like superheroes in Great Britain, or like a James Bond kind of secret agency, but with superheroes. So the setting is kind of interesting, and the superpowers that we're getting to talk about is interesting as well. But I already mentioned that she finds a letter, and she ends up having like this full-on binder of information that her former self is sharing, and this is taking over so much. We have letters that are like 10 pages long explaining the world, and it's just such a huge way of info dumping. So these letters are separated into 2 different things. One are these like, hey, let's talk about this organization, let's talk about this person, let's talk about this person, and then 10 pages like a textbook. Or they are like a letter, like I think I read in one review, somebody said a teenage diary who's in love with herself or something. That's what it reads like. And then we have letters describing a situation over 10 pages with a full-on dialogue and everything, where I'm like, nobody in their right mind would write a letter, especially if you are in a hurry, which I think she was kind of under like a timely pressure to get these done. I do remember having a few more issues, but they kind of completely fade in regards to the letters. One of them is that this like secret organization, similar to like this James Bond organization, is so almighty. You can't run, you can't hide, they're gonna get you. And the way it's written, I'm like, it's too perfect. It needs flaws. It needs vulnerability to be believable. And yeah, no. The weather is perfect for a walk. It is cold, so you're not sweating. It's perfect for like this leather jacket outfit. But the sun is warming at the same time. So let's get some vitamin D as long as we still can. These were my other to-dos for this weekend, and I haven't touched them yet. I could either, I think I've seen audiobooks for these two each at like around 11 hours. So at twice the speed, between 5 and 6 hours. So I can forget it. I can forget it to be able to read all of them. So what should I do? I think I'm going to start with Harley in the Sky now, because these two are completely untouched yet. So let's dive back into this story. Harley in the Sky is a story about a young woman who is growing up in a circus environment. Her parents, which are weirdly diverse. I don't know if that's going to have an impact on anything, or if it's just to be able to claim diversity in this book. I don't know. But they run a circus, and Harley wants to become a trapeze artist in this circus. But her parents pretty much tell her that she should be learning another job. She should be getting a college education, and she can still go and be a trapeze artist after having a degree, but she needs a backup in her life, because you pretty much have to retire at like 30 something. And then you will need your degree. And I think where the parents sound very, very reasonable, Harley doesn't want to hear it. And I think what she's going to do is run away and join the competing circus or something. I don't know. I'm on page 50, but we are pretty much at the point where Harley is in that fight with her parents. So it's done. I finished Harley in the Sky. I am giving it 3 out of 5 stars. And I feel so sorry for giving it 3 out of 5 stars in a way, because when I started it after like the first 150 pages, I felt like this could be between 4 and 5 stars. If the author would have just stuck to the ambition, try to find your way, try to follow your dreams, and how trying to follow your dreams might make you fail and might make you realize that you're a shitty person sometimes and that you have to grow. There was so much amazing growth in here. There was just washed in between tropey things in the end that I didn't care for. I don't know how to explain it any better without getting into spoilers. So yeah, this is it for the week. I feel okay with the amount of stuff that I read. I didn't get to these two that I wanted to read this week, but I made progress in these Rebel Waves. I made progress in Dark Dawn. I finished Charlie in the Sky. I finished The Rook. I'm actually quite satisfied with my reading. All right. Talk to you again real soon. Until then, bye.